Trying to think, just off centre I like.
Yeah.
I always like going a little bit off centre. Yeah. Hello. Say something?
Hello, hello, hello.
No, it's not picking it up. Let's turn the mic up a bit. Feedback, feedback, feedback. Pop in the headset. So I don't know what it sounds like. Okay. That'll be right. Just ship that through there.
Yeah, it's way easier.
So. Right. Say something?
Yo, yo. Hello, hello.
Yeah. Awesome.
Hello, hello.
That's awesome. Alright. So. It's always awkward now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your name? Where you grew
My
up?
name's Paul Burns. I grew up in Central Coast, north of Sydney, between Newcastle, and musician, piano player, guitar, little bit of drums, singing when I have to, and mainly piano.
Yeah?
Busking, music therapist, piano teacher, gigs, music.
What was it that made you decide to pursue a career in music?
I inherited a piano, or my family did. It's dilapidated, covered in dilapidated, covered in paint. A few keys didn't work, and just started tinkering around and immediately fell in love with it. And it was Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata that was the catalyst for my passion, just exploding. I heard that and I thought, no matter what happens, I have to learn how to play that piece specifically. Then I can quit, and I never did. Just chipped away note by note. Took a couple months to learn. Like, good boy, just sharp. There we go, dum bum bum. Chip, 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 chip. And I finally got it, put it all in my memory. Played like 4 to 8 hours a day for 2 years. Started when I was 18, and I went from preliminary to finished at 8th grade doing a Rachmaninoff piece. And knew there was something in it, like, you know, when the heart leads and it doesn't have to, you don't have to think about it, you just excel, and it's not, you're not aware of the time you're putting in because you love it so much. It just carries on. And then studied it, and then got better and finished my degree of Bachelor of Music. Then didn't know what to do. I was like, I can play my instrument really well. Got a piece of paper that says that. What am I going to do now? Teaching? Lesson plans, kids, government, I don't know. Don't really want to be a teacher. And then I saw music therapy. Looked a little bit into that, and went to the first session, and then just from there it was clear. It was so clear, my path was just set, and that was what I wanted to do. You know, I was good at music, and I was going to put my whole heart into it for the rest of my life, and if I can use that to facilitate healing for others, or, you know, help that any kind of facet, then that's what I was meant to do. That's what I'm here for. My mum and dad and sister are nurses, so it's like coming from this empathetic kind of loving house, so give back.
Awesome. Tell us about your side projects, like the warehouse gigs, and, you know, how you got into doing that kind of work.
Moved down to Melbourne 4 years ago now, and slotted in with an amazing crew. It's this huge cohort of collective of misfits and artists and body painters and DJs and producers and musicians and, you know, and Melbourne's art scene just kind of took off from there. Got into it because most of my friends were DJs and played piano, and it was a great synthesis we found between humanistic, playing on stage live, couple that with beats. Machines don't make mistakes, but after a while you get a bit boring, a bit monotonous. Similarly, people can wail, but then, you know, there's a danger element because I can make mistakes and do. But you couple that, and then also if you just listen to that, it's like you need something a bit dancey. So the synthesis of the two was great, and just did a couple sets, like just jumping up on stage and playing a couple pieces, and then just the crowd response. And I love the stage. I love the stage, and it was just fun. It was so fun, and then it just kind of an uphill snowball, gathering momentum and size.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Would you say that the experiences that come across is, I don't know, it outweighs the money aspect of what you do?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because money's shmoney is the philosophy. If you, and it has happened so many times, if you have someone coming up to you with tears in their eyes going, you know, thank you, that turned my whole day, I had the shittest day, and then that just moment just turned it around. Or I was playing a Bach with well-tempered clavier and noticed a woman out the corner of my eye and she was listening. You always notice when someone's extra listening because you play better. And directed that to her, and she came over and she was crying too, and was like, oh, my mother just passed away and that's the song we always played together. And that's, you know, when you get hit with that, like, there's no money in nature, just, you know, that's it, people connecting, and that's the thing that keeps you coming back and keeps it so fresh and exciting, and then, yeah, money's what keeps you, you know, sustained to continue that or use it, keep it as a job. But like, you know, even if it wasn't getting paid or no one would tip, like, I still need to play anyway. I play anyway, and I love playing for people. And you mainly play for yourself, and then it flows out. But unless, if you're doing a concert, then as Rubinstein said, if you focus on one person, you direct the whole, who's listening best, you direct the whole concert to that one person, then the rest will, or Bruce Dickinson's like, I pick someone right at the back and I give the whole energy to the person at the back of the concert, you know, and then everyone else in between gets that. So, you know, a few great philosophies there, and you just follow that.
Awesome.
You know, play from the heart, play for the people, play to the people, play for yourself. Just play.
Would you Alright, let's rewind a bit, just because this wasn't recording when I first set it up, so
okay.
yeah, if we could just redo, and I hate doing this, man, but
That's
just
right.
redoing the intro, you know, who you are, what made you first start playing piano.
Okay, yeah.
Again.
Inherited a piano when I was 18 from great grandma. It was dilapidated, covered in paint. Only a few keys, most keys worked, but there was a few that didn't, and it was, you know, it's just an old thing, but just that action of playing and, you know, going from computer games, Commodore 64 and that, to piano wasn't too much of a shift, and that micro eye finger coordination kind of, you know, I found piano quite easy, and heard Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, and that just moved me so much that I thought no matter what happens I have to learn how to play that, and just chipped away at it. Couldn't read music but just did. Good boy deserves. Oh, that's a shot. Good boys deserve. There we go. Okay, one bar done. Alright, that was 2 hours. Next, 4 pages to go. Took a couple months, but when I could finally play that from memory, when I could listen to that emotion that it it gave me, and you know, that was just my everything. I was just like, I found my calling. I loved it that much. And then my parents got me this ring. It was like, happy 18th, Paul. Love, Mum and Dad. It's worn off now, but it's the first 3 notes to Moonlight Sonata, which is like the triplet. And this finger as well, like I just saw it as my marriage to music.
Awesome.
From there it was just, you know, it was on.
Were your parents always supportive of you following the...
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely, yeah. I paid for my first course at the Australian Institute of Music, which was quite expensive. Did a diploma there. The family bought me a piano. We had one, and dilapidated one, then we had a little one, and I just started excelling at a rate that I already outgrew that piano, even though it was good. I needed more, and they got us another piano, and it just, you know, then it was serious time, and I went to the conservatorium and just full power. Gave it my all.
When did you find that you playing music, not so much help, but like it kind of gave you it gave you different social experiences? I mean, I can imagine that once you actually started going out there and, you know, hitting warehouse gigs and, like, you know, meeting certain people, like,
yeah.
like, when was it that you noticed that it was, you know, people started respecting you as in these circles as a person who could, you know, really bring music to the stage when they've got a gig on? When was it like?
I'd like to say straight away, but I feel as well it's kind of happened now.
Yeah.
It was always like when I started and jumped up, you know, playing as well to a electronic. Even though I've done thousands of hours of metronome practice. Playing to an electronic beat and the pressure of the stage and equipment and dark and lights, and, you know, and you're playing at 4:30 in the morning and it's raging. And that can happen, but taking it seriously, and then those moments where you do notice that you nail it and it's just everyone lifts, and you can just